fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to kit up one of my Big 10 kits. Before I jump in though, if you do a couple of things for me, if you'd hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, both of those help me out a lot. Additionally, if you check the description box below, you will find links to my Facebook page and my Facebook group. Would love to see you in both of those places. And you can follow me over on Instagram at Diamond Painting Anonymous. Okay, I have my Distracted by Diamonds. This is one of my Big 10 canvases, companies. So this is the canvas I purchased from them. It's called Light. And so this is the sticker that came with the kit. This is the one that's going to be going in my logbook. So I'm going to set that aside. And then they provided stickers. So here's the stickers, and I have cut off the rest of the sheet. It came in one big sheet with the image sticker, and then all of these with the sticker for my containers, some other wording and such on it. But I've cut off all the pieces so I have a place to hang on to. So now I just need to cut each of these into an individual sticker. And I'm going to be using them on my bottles. So they're quite small, but I'm not sure if this is removable sticker paper. So on the off chance that it isn't, I am going to be putting the stickers on top of, I basically put washi tape on top of all of my bottles so that when I go to remove the stickers, I can just pull up the washi tape. I should have enough washi tape on each of the top of the bottles that the sticker will fit on just the washi tape, so that I can just pull up the washi tape and the sticker won't come too. And that way, if I have, if they're not removable stickers, since there's not really any way to tell but to put them on and take them off, I won't have to worry about cleaning all of any extra adhesive that might be left over if they're not removable from my bottles, just to save myself an extra kind of cleaning step. It didn't take very long to put the washi tape on all the bottles, and that way, just peace of mind for me, knowing that I can remove the stickers and I won't have to spend a bunch of time cleaning up afterwards. I'm still very appreciative, even though they may not be removable stickers, that they send these stickers. It's always much nicer to work with them when they have the actual symbol that's on the canvas, at least for me anyway, to have the actual symbol that's on the canvas, and then also my DMC code, just so I can double check myself if I need to. I know some people just draw their own stickers, and if that works for you, then great. Certainly lots of us who've been diamond painting for a while have fancier things, but there's nothing wrong with being really old school or frugal with how you're doing it. However works for you is what works for you. Okay, so I have all of my stickers here cut into individual stickers. I'm going to be using my fancy unicorn bottle case for this. I've never used this one before, so I'm excited about that. And I've got some extra bottles already washi taped in here in case I need them. I have 43 colors, I think it said. So I have more than 43 bottles kitted up, because I think that some of these are going to take more than one bottle per color. Most of them won't, but I do have, I think, 2 or 3 colors that I think will. So we'll see what happens as I go along. And I have separated them all out into DMC order, I think. So we'll just double check everything as I go, because, I get to talking and then I get lost. And so I'm just going to pull a bunch of these off, because I also have the numbers on them. I can kind of keep them in order, and I'll just do it that way. So there's number 5, number 4, and you can see my stickers are fitting inside the washi tape, so that when I go to pull them all off, I won't have to worry about whether or not the stickers are removable or not. And you know, some of you may not care, and that's fine. Again, you do you. Whatever makes you happy in your crafting is what you should do. Just going to get some of these kind of going here so I can feel like I'm making some progress all at once. Some of these washi tapes I might have cut a little too short, but we'll see. Trying to make sure I'm doing these in order. So there's number 8, number 7, that one went a little bit over, but that's okay. Over the washi tape, I mean. Okay, let me move that bottle out of the way. So my first one is DMC number 152. This is my first Distracted by Diamonds kit, so I am curious to see how this goes. I've heard lots and lots of good things from people who have done kits from there. And I know they have since opened a brick and mortar store. I don't live close enough that I'll probably ever get to go visit it, but it'd be nice. The only places around me that sell diamond paintings are like the big name craft stores like Michael's and Joann's. Other than that, I have to order from the companies, either via Etsy, online, whatever. Even with Joann's and some of those, I end up ordering online just because I'm lazy. And taking a trip into town just for a diamond painting sometimes is more than I want to do. Unless we're already going to town for something. We just try to limit our trips into town if we can help it. All right, 224. I've been looking at bunches of kits because my anniversary is this week. So I was debating on whether or not I wanted to get some kits for my anniversary. Of course, Black Friday is coming up. I've already been given the okay to spend some money on Black Friday diamond paintings. And of course, Christmas is coming up. So I've been looking at, you know, if there's something I want. Ooh, this is 310 is probably going to require more than one bottle because look how full that bag is. And I forgot to grab my other stickers. I will have to go grab those so that I can put stickers on the bottles with the numbers of ones that I have duplicate bottles for. I don't know if I'm going to get all of these in two. It may take more than that. These don't want to pour very well for me for some reason. Okay, let's try it this way. Trying to do it without getting them everywhere. Because we all know how that goes for me. Okay, so there's that one. I don't think even if I fill that one up to the brim, I'm going to have enough room. So I'm going to just fill up a third one here. Come on, get in there. I'm interested to see, everyone raves about their drills, so I'm interested to see what I think of them. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 bottles, 2.5, I guess, full of 310. So I'll just put them in the case for now, and then I will go back and I'll get some of my just blank diamond stickers and I'll write the number on and then put those there. So got to keep going. I got 43 colors. And I know many of you probably would just leave them in the baggies. As I think I've mentioned many times, I just am too clumsy to work that way. I actually did one of my first diamond paintings. It was my first square, had what I now know are popping drills, and it was just a kit that I'd bought on Amazon. It was some wools, and I had done several special drill partials, and I had done a round one that I made for my nephew, and I thought, well, let me just try squares and see how I really like it. And even with popping drills, it was enough to make me say, yes, I want to keep doing this. But anyway, I tried working from baggies with those squares, and I can't tell you how many times I ended up with drills on the floor that I had to pick up or all over the table. And after that, I actually switched over to the Tic Tac containers, and I still had the same issue with that. For me, I need a container with a bigger mouth. They're fine for pouring out, but for me, trying to get things back in, and of course back then I didn't know, I needed a funnel or anything like that. So, it's just me trying to dump them back in, and it was kind of a mess. But it was a learning experience, right? I think we all have to start somewhere and see where you want to go. And everybody also has different wants and needs as far as, what kind of tools do you need for diamond painting? I mean, essentially, really all you need is the tools that they provide in the kit, right? You need a pen, you need wax, you need a tray. You don't need storage containers. You can diamond paint without them. I like having them, but I don't need them. But it's very easy to, ooh, this looks nice and fancy, and this looks like it would work better. And again, just depends on how you work. Like for me, I have lots of different storage containers because I can't work from baggies. I spend more time picking up drills than I do diamond painting, and that's just frustrating. So I don't do it that way. But that doesn't mean that other people shouldn't. I mean, I've seen people who paint with, instead of, storage containers like this, fancy ones that you buy that are just for diamond painting, which these aren't even really just for diamond painting. You can use them for anything, of course. But I've seen people who use, condiment containers that you can get super cheap on Amazon or, just at the dollar store or someplace like that. I'm actually meant to go check out the dollar store and see if there was stuff in there that I thought would be useful for diamond painting. Just have never got around to it. Again, my trips into town are few and far between. And usually we're on a mission to get something, so I don't think about stopping somewhere else because we have something we're there for. Like this weekend, my husband and I, he had part of Friday off because it rained. So we had gone and done a bunch of our running around. So we were going to have just a very quiet weekend. And Saturday was mostly quiet. My daughter came over. She wasn't feeling very well, so she came over. My husband made her some comfort food and visited with her for a while. And the next day, Sunday, my husband was just going to enjoy some football. I was going to be doing some diamond painting. And I came out of the bedroom, and I think I was doing laundry or something. I turned the light back on, and the light didn't come on. So then we're like, okay, because we have a ceiling fan in our bedroom. Is it the switch? Is it the light fixture? Is it the fan? What's going on? Well, the fan worked, but the light didn't. And we have a dual light switch. So there was a switch for the fan and a switch for the light. So my husband gets out his little voltmeter and checks both the switches, because that's the easy fix. Both switches are getting power. Flip on the lamp or the fan, it works just fine. The light doesn't work. Well, it's an all-in-one fixture, and we just decided instead of trying to find something that, you know, would match or was the same as what was up there for the fan as a light fixture, we just get a whole new ceiling fan because we just thought that would be easier. So we trek over to Menards, and we had, you know, they always have their rebate thing going on. So we had some rebate money, which made it cheaper. So we get home. My husband spends a couple of hours in between stopping and watching football to get the old fan taken down and the new ceiling fan and light fixture put up. So we get it put up, get everything hooked up, turn on the fan, works. Turn on the light, doesn't work. And so we're like, okay, you know, he checked the voltage because one of the things we were afraid of was that somebody was going to have to get up in the attic and crawl around up there. Okay, so I have 2 bags of this 775 color, so I'm fairly certain I'm going to need extra bottles for this. Let me just, I don't even know if 2 will be enough, maybe 3, we'll see. Anyway, you know, he had checked the switch and the switch was working, and so now we're like, oh no, did we miss something? Is something, you know, chewed up in the attic? But we're like, but we checked them and they were working and the fan works. And so he goes, okay, let me check the switch one more time just to be sure. So he checks the switch, and sure enough, there's a short where one of the wires attach. And the reason that he didn't catch it the first time was it didn't do it all the time. It was, if you know, move the switch just right, the power would still be there. So it would look like it was working fine. And it was just when you move the switch. So literally just the act of flipping it on and off, sometimes it would work and connect and sometimes it wouldn't. So he ended up going out and buying a new light switch and replacing it. And now it all works fine. But he's kicking himself because, you know, we bought this new light fixture and it was this simple, you know, $80 switch was all he needed and blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, well, if it makes you feel any better, that's about the price of a diamond painting. And he laughed and said, actually, that does make me feel better. So it all worked out. We have a new fixture, which we both like. You know, was it an unnecessary expense? Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time. And, you know, I know nothing about electrical stuff. And, you know, I wouldn't have had the first clue how to switch out the fan, ceiling fan, and the light and all of that. So I said, you know, we saved money if you want to look at it that way. I would have had to call an electrician if it wasn't for you. And, you know, he's like, well, I just watched YouTube videos. And I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't have even wanted to mess with it. I would have been afraid that I would hurt myself somehow. And, you know, thanking our lucky stars that nobody had to climb up into the attic, because my husband is super clumsy, and having him climb up into the attic did not sound like something I wanted him to do. I could just see him falling through the beams upstairs through the ceiling, and then we would have had an even bigger mess to fix. So yeah, like, all in all, yes, we bought a fixture we didn't necessarily need, but I mean, we've lived here for, gosh, over 10 years now. Is that right? No, we've lived here 8 years now, and we've never really changed anything unless something broke. So it's all good. We probably needed a new light fixture anyway, right? That way when we go to sell, it'll be all updated and we can be like, hey, we just replaced this fixture. But he was really kicking himself over that it was just this little cheap switch that was the problem. I thought it was kind of funny, actually. Ugh. My finger slipped. Now I have to pick up this mess. Okay. At least it wasn't one of those with all the huge amount of drills. Okay. I'm into the 700s already. So $7.77. Don't have very many of that color at all, but it's a pretty color. I actually can't wait to get started on this one. I'm still finishing up some other projects first, but as soon as I get done with those, I am headed on to this one. So I wanted to have it kitted up and ready to go. Still debating on what to get my husband and me for our anniversary. I think I'm going to have him get me the cabinet so that I can have a cabinet that holds my Elizabeth Ward trays, even when they're not in use. Ooh, come on, get in the bottle. Nope, they're not all going to fit in there. Okay, let me just put these in there. You too. And then I'll grab an extra bottle. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough extra bottles. Some of these are taking 2 when I didn't expect them to. Because I still have, let's see, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe that I think are going to take multiple bottles. So we'll have to see. Anyway, I have had my eye on this cabinet, and it's like a slot cabinet so that you just slide your Elizabeth Ward trays into it. So even if I have them kitted up, whether they're kitted up or not, they just kind of slide in on these rails. And I've had my eye on it for a while. It's one of those, you know how you leave Windows tabs open on your browser? That's one of the ones that has stayed open on mine, so I don't forget about it. So I think that's what I'm going to tell him that I want. He technically got his TV, but I'm going to get him something else, something small. I don't know what yet. He's been putting things in our Amazon wish list, so I'm going to go look at that and see if there's anything on there that I could get him for our anniversary. Although I probably need to do that soon because our anniversary is coming up pretty quickly. And I need to have time for it to get here. I need to contact my nephew too. My sister was supposed to give me his Christmas list. He collects Legos and he has so many of them. There's no way I would be able to keep track of which ones he has and which ones he doesn't. So I just wait for him to give me a list. And you know, my kids and my nephews are so helpful. I don't just get a list. I get a list that has links on it. Go here. Here's exactly what I want. Which my husband thought was kind of funny at first, but he likes it now. He likes being able to just say, okay, here's something they want. I can go right here, make sure I'm getting the exact thing that they want. Especially when you're talking about, like, my daughter has some clothes and things on her list. Like, I don't know what size you want, because you know what size you wear is not necessarily the size that you want. You know, sometimes people like to wear things like me, looser. And for me, you see, this is, I mean, these are made, this sweater is made to go over my thumbs, but I have it pushed up a little bit, but I'm short. And so my arms are not as long as, I don't know, I guess other people's, because sleeves are almost always too long for me. My son has the opposite problem. Sleeves are almost always too short for him. So I have to be careful when I'm ordering things for him to make sure that I'm getting him something that has long enough arms for him. Okay, I need an extra bottle for this color. And I'm probably going to need an extra bottle or bottles for the next 2 colors as well. Because the next one The next color I have, the baggie, is pretty much just as full as this one was. See if I can get this into 2. I don't know if I can. You know what, I'm not even gonna try, because I should have plenty of bottles. If I get to the end and I don't, then I'll figure it out then. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull some of these out that I didn't put washi tape on and use those for my extra ones, because when I put on my stickers, I know my stickers are removable and I won't have an issue with them. Okay, let me pull some of these out here that don't have stickers on them. Okay, nope. This color is probably going to take 2 bottles as well. Thought I was doing better with it, but now I'm afraid if I let go, I'm going to spill them everywhere. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I should be able to get the rest of these in here. Okay, those went in there nicely. Okay, now 800. This is one I'm pretty sure I'm going to need multiple bottles for, so let me just go ahead and get several of these ready. Okay. So have you guys started your Christmas shopping yet? I have multiple things on my list. Have I actually purchased anything? I purchased an ornament for our tree and one for my sisters as well. I still need to order, my oldest wants an ornament, like a commemorative ornament for our pets, our dogs that are no longer with us. So I need to get that ordered, because that needs to be personalized. So it means I need to take, it's going to take time to get it made. I bought my son some pajama pants, because he's forever, same thing with his arms. He likes them long, and I don't know if I just have really bad luck and they shrink, or if he just doesn't pay attention and he dries them for too long. But he's constantly complaining that they shrink and get too short. So I'm going to try and see if I can sprinkle this between all of these bottles. What's left here? Since there's no real reason for me to get out another bottle. Okay, let me dump those. And then let's see, they go in here. Come on, slide. There we go. Okay, so that took 4 really full bottles for that color. Okay, these next 2 should just take 1, and then 838, there's a lot of brown, so that one will likely take more than 1. I hope I have enough. I guess I should have counted that. How many have I filled up with extra colors so far? So I have 60, and I had 43, so that leaves me 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, so I have 6 extras left. Ooh, we'll see how far I get. I may have some at the end here where I end up just leaving them in container or in the baggies to fill up as I go. But we'll see. Okay, 838. This is one I'm pretty sure I'm going to need at least 2 bottles for, because you can see it's pretty full. And then I'll get into the 900s and we'll see there. Several of those I'm pretty sure will fit in one. Ooh, these are flying everywhere. Corral those. I'm just gonna fill up bottles until I don't have any left. And we'll see what happens at the end. So that one I definitely need 3. Let me pull out some extra ones here that don't have the washi tape on them. Okay, and this can be bottle number 3 for this color. Been working on other projects, like I said. I've got so many. How many whips do I have? I have Mrs. Havisham. I have my Heaven and Earth design. I have my Craftably Koala. I have my Eagle that I'm working on for DP for Vets. And is that it? I think that's all I currently have in progress, I think. Because that's not enough, right? I am close to finishing Miss Havisham. I'm going to be working on her later today, and I'm actually hopeful that I will get her finished, and then I will have the finish of that one to show to you guys. I do think it's turning out really well. I'm really happy with how it's turning out, so I'm excited to finish it up. Both to finish it up and move on to something else, but also just to kind of show everybody how it turned out. I do think it's turning out really well, like I said. Okay, let's see if this one will all go in one. I'm gonna bet it doesn't. Nope. Let's see if it'll go in 2, because my next color is gonna take multiple bottles as well. Ooh, okay, this one's going to go in 2, so that's good. All right. I'm running out of room in my case here. We'll have to see. All right, 931. 938 looks like it may take more than 1 as well. So I'll have to see. Pretty sure this one's going to take at least 2, if not more. I should be making an ASMR video of all of this while I'm pouring the drills. Just the sound of the drills pouring out of the bag into the containers. Do you guys ever listen to those ASMR videos? My daughter is a big fan of them. Okay, looks like this one's taking 3. Okay, don't go everywhere. Fall in the container. There we go. Okay. Just got to get the baggie angled the right way so it'll go in there. I'm gonna run out of bottles, I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, 938. Just gonna, let me get out the last empty ones and we'll see how we do. I need to put the stickers on, and I'll do a few more that I know are going to only fit in one bottle, and then we'll see where I'm at. Because I do need at least one bottle for each color. And I'm afraid now I've run over that. But we'll see here in a minute when I go to count them. Okay, so that was the last one I had stickers on. So those three are gonna have, they're gonna fit in one bottle. So let me do these three. And then I'll see where I'm at. I may need to grab my washi tape too and figure out what goes where. Put some more washi tape on bottles, on tops, so that my stickers come off easy. All right, there's that one. And this one. Whoa. Pushed it too hard. Okay. All right, now I'm ready for 3328. This one will fit, and then I'm down to my last two rows of colors, my 3700s and my 3800s. I don't know if I have enough bottles left yet though, so we'll see. Okay, so there's that color. Then these four, I'm pretty sure will fit in one container. So let me do these four. Whoops. I'm trying to get it to stick to my fingers and not. Okay. Sometimes these stickers are so tiny, it's hard to deal with them. Okay, so I've got that many colors left, and I'm pretty sure I don't have that many bottles, so we'll see what happens. I may go back and dump some of the ones where I've put the remainders, you know, in extra bottles, and dump those out and put them back in a baggie. But we shall see. See, I thought that was all going to fit in one, so it's not. Okay, so this one I am just going to leave the extras in the baggie since it didn't fit. And I'm running out of bottles. Okay, this one should all fit. Now I'm wondering about the next one, if it will all fit in one too. Is it weird that this is one of my favorite parts of diamond painting? I love doing these kit ups and organizing everything. Does everyone do this? Are there people out there who just work straight from the baggies? I mean, I know there are people that work straight from the baggies, but again, I feel like I end up spilling way too much. Okay. I think I can get all of these in there. Except for those two that tried to escape. Okay, yes. Okay, so those are all in one. So there's that one, and then this one will go in one, so no biggie there. Okay. So there's that one. Now, what do I want to do? Let's see. I've already thrown away some of these plastic baggies, but I have extra baggies hidden away. So let me grab some of those because I need to label those. I also need to grab my other stickers, so let me do that. Let me run over and get those. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so I've done a little bit of switching around. I have pulled out some of the extras to free up some bottles and just put them in plastic bags with the number on them. So I've got containers with my washi tape lids, and let's see how far I get now. So 38 is $37.50. I don't know if this is all going to go in one box. If it doesn't, then I will, or one bottle. If it doesn't, then I will just leave the extras in the baggie, since this baggie is already labeled, so I don't have to use any more of my stickers. And then as I diamond paint, I will just, as this goes down, I will fill it up from the baggie. And that way I should have enough containers here for all of the colors that I have left. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the colors I think I have left are not all probably going to fit into one bottle. Put a little bit more in this one. Okay. This one is going to have some leftovers too, so I will just make sure it's sealed nice and tight before I throw. And then they will all get kind of put in that mesh holder in the top of the case, so I know where they are when I want to pull from them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not going to fit in one. And I may end up with, I've cleaned out too many bottles and I have extras left over, but rather than going back in and trying to empty drills and things into containers, I may just leave it how it is with some bottles empty and then work my way through, which is not how I usually do it, but that's okay. We should do things differently every now and then just to challenge ourselves, right? What's that quote? Do something every day that you're afraid of. Okay, so that one will fit in one. Ooh, down to my last 4 colors. Let's see how I do. Pretty sure this one will all fit. Oop, one escaped already. Almost dumped those everywhere. Okay. Down to 3 colors. Woohoo! Okay, 38.60. I'm going to go ahead and put these stickers on. Okay, so I've got all the stickers on bottles. So this one doesn't need any washi tape on the lid. I can take that off. And then just see how much of each I can fit in bottles. And then if I have a couple empty bottles, that's okay. Should have spent a little more time kind of planning this out, but I thought I would have enough with 43 colors. I thought I would have enough room to do extra bottles and still be fine. Didn't turn out that way, but that's okay. Not a big deal to just keep the extras in the marked bags, and then just put the lids back on these ones I'm not going to use and put them away. And then my last color is 3865. Okay. So again, those extras will go on the top, but there's my last color. Let me move all my stickers and everything out of the way. So there you can see I've got everything kitted up. I've got some of them with stickers on. I need to put stickers on some of these others. That's fine. And then I've got all these extra baggies that I will just stick up here in the top in the mesh part. And then as I work on the kit, I will work my way through. That was not good. I pulled that sticker off. Go through and make sure I've got all my stickers pressed down really well. That would not be great to have all my stickers come off. Anyway, I will finish putting my own kind of plain stickers on here so I know which ones are which. And I've got my extras up there. I will keep my little photo for my logbook here until I get ready to work on it. I will put that in my logbook. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.